Hi, it's Kiffin Bates here, and today I thought I would talk about browser-based Ethereum-compatible wallets. Well, that was quite a mouthful, wasn't it? So these things are plugins to your browser that give you a cryptocurrency wallet in the Ethereum-like ecosystem, and the archetypal one is called MetaMask, but there are other options out there. However, I'm going to talk about MetaMask in particular. So as a user, you go and download the MetaMask plugin. It installs itself on your browser. Now you have a little icon in the top right hand corner with a fox head, and you can click on it and you get access to your MetaMask wallet. And the wallet is basically a piece of software that will create Ethereum addresses for you. Ethereum addresses start with 0x and then have a load of 1, 2, 3 up to 9s plus letters A to F in them. I think there are 20 in total off the top of my head, not entirely sure, but a long string of letters and numbers, and that will be an Ethereum address. Now your MetaMask wallet will create a whole batch of these, as many as you like. And it does this through the use of a seed phrase, which is a set of words that work effectively like a password, and you configure them initially when you install the MetaMask wallet, and now you can start creating addresses which you can start using on the Ethereum network. Now, there are other networks out there that are Ethereum compatible. In a previous video I talked about Polygon, formerly known as Matic, but the Binance Smart Chain and XDAI and Moonbeam on Polkadot, they all use the same addressing system that Ethereum uses, so the MetaMask wallet is compatible for all of these. And if you've got a private key that's been created in your MetaMask wallet that has an associated public address, that private key is the same key on all of these different networks. So you can go to the Ethereum network and look at your balance of your first address in your MetaMask wallet on Ethereum, and you might have some Ether if you're lucky enough to have acquired some. You may have some tokens in that address. And then you can go to one of the other Ethereum compatible networks with the same wallet and the same public address and see if you have anything on there. So on the one hand, this is really, really handy, because you can, especially if you're testing, because you can use the same address and just flip between the different networks. On the other hand, it is also a bit of security risk, because if your address is hacked, let's say you accidentally leak out your private key or something like that, then the person can go along and not just drain your funds on the Ethereum network, they can drain all your funds on all these other networks too, if you happen to have them. However, given that I'm telling you a bit about MetaMask, you probably don't, because you're probably only just getting started with this kind of stuff. Anyway, there are plenty of tutorials out there on how to configure MetaMask. When you first fire it up, there are a lot of digits and numbers and fields and forms and various settings, clicky things to click on, so it can get a bit confusing. But hopefully this will get you started, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.